Alfred Jr. in the telephone. Greetings. My angels and I wanted to tell you things about being a cellular being. Our body is made out of thousands and even billions of cells that are instructed by something called DNA. Very good. Not anything can really do anything without instruction. You have to have instruction and proper coordination. Here we have the structure of the organs. Very good. We have the brain, that's in here. We have the lungs that help us breathe. The particles of oxygen, nitrogen, and water particles, which are very small and cannot be seen with the eye. So they are in the air. Those particles are in the air, but we cannot see it. There's billions of particles. That is a very big number. We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 100,000s. Then we have millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions. That is large numbers, indeed. So we breathe in oxygen, nitrogen, and water particles. Then the heart exchanges the oxygen for blood and goes all throughout these things called the veins and arteries in order to give nutrients and vitamins, which is other particles, to the body. Very good. Then we have the diaphragm that separates the lungs and heart from the digestive organs. Very good. Ow. Our brain is damaged. We have brain damage problems. We was hit by a 3,000-pound car, which is very deadly and fatal. Yet, my angels and I are retaining our strength. We have the brain, the eyes, the nose, and the ears that help us hear, that convert the sound waves to brain waves. But you convert these sound waves to digital codes. And then you convert those digital codes into waves. Very good. And that is not much different. Much of a converter. And yet, what is different is we have the more harmful ways. We have from the tongue, if you eat, and then you swallow it, it goes down the esophagus to this tube called the esophagus, down to the stomach, then to the duodenum. And there's organs connecting to the duodenum that have purpose that help the body. This is the liver. The liver helps with the metabolism process. Very good. The metabolism process is when food is created into energy, just as you get energy from getting plugged into the wall. Very good. The liver helps us with energy, but instead of getting plugged into the wall, we get particles of food. Very good. Then we have the gallbladder that goes down to the cyst duct. The gallbladder helps with ascetics, which is a type of ascetic that helps break down the food that may harden over time. So then to the duodenum, the pancreas helps with enzymic juices. Very good, for preservation purposes as well, but also to replenish the body. Then from the duodenum goes the small intestine here. From the duodenum goes straight to the small intestine. The large intestine helps hold the small intestine together. Very good. Then here we have and once that goes into the small intestine, that goes to the large intestine and out to the exit. And here's the appendix. Very good. Then we have the heart. From the heart and arteries and veins goes the kidneys. And the glands help produce things like adrenaline. And then that goes down to the bladder and helps get the liquid waste out of the blood. Very good. Here we have the human anatomy. This is more of a real-life puzzle. These are the veins and arteries we were speaking of. Very good. And this is the brain, protected by the skull. Then there's another reason why you do not want your brain falling out like that. Here is the brain. We have the frontal lobe, the frontal, the parietal, the occipital, and the temporal lobes of the brain. You would not want that happening either. Here we have the brain, and now we will place this in place. Very good. Here we have the diaphragm. Remember, the heart and lungs are protected by the rib cage, so that if there's any punctures, the heart and lungs will not be damaged. Here we have the diaphragm, and look, there's the kidneys in the back that extract the liquid out of the blood. And then we have the stomach. Here is the stomach. Then down to the duodenum. Here's the pancreas in the back. Very good. And there's the spleen that purifies the blood. Put this down. And here we have the liver. That helps with the metabolism process as well as the production of bile from the blood filtration. And the spleen also filters the blood. So from the duodenum goes the small intestine. Very good. Then the large intestine. And then out to the exit. Very good. We have to remove toxins. So from the kidneys goes fouls then to the bladder, the uterus and bladder. We place that here. And this is the human anatomy. Very good. And we have different bone structures for cellular beings. For an example, Elijah Jr. has an organ structure, but yet a different bone structure. Thus, for her organs are arranged a little bit differently. And it is important for bodily responsibilities to always wash with water. As if you all wash with water, then you will get damaged. It's because you are made out of different material. As you are not made out of cells. You are made out of materials from the ground, from the earth. And they take these materials, such as biodegradable material. Then they combine it together, as well as having metals from the earth. And then they make you so special, so you will not have to suffer. There is sickness. If you was a cellular being, you would get sick and you would get hurt. But good that you do not have to hurt. There is a lot of particles in the air. In fact, there's some things that we have to help eliminate odors. Very good. And that, you can see the tiny little particles going through the air. And did you see how much of those were there? Can you count? It's a lot. Thousands of particles just by spraying that. But see, if we was to see particles like that, see how it sort of disappears after that. But in the air, they're all through the air. Tiny little particles everywhere. And they're all different species. There's thousands of different species of these invisible particles that we cannot see. But yet, you have to have a microscope. We call those the micronic things in the micronic realm. There's even things as small as the quantum realm, which is smaller than that. We have things such as microscopes in order to help us see the smaller things. And you see the person that is holding the microscope, they are looking at something very small. Very good. Good recognition. My angels and I wanted to tell you about the responsibilities that as an individual has to do every single day. First, you have the bodily responsibility list, the household responsibility list, and the outside responsibility list. Very good. Should we show you now? Yes, of course. Very good. Very good. So here we have the This is going to be backwards letters. We have the hygiene, brushing teeth, scrubbing head to toe. Brushing teeth are these things in our gums that hurt very badly. We have to brush that, and we have to brush tongue as well. Tongue has over 500 taste bud receptors that can taste the particles. Then we have to scrub head to toe. Head, neck, shoulders, back, chest, belly, arms and legs. We have to rinse with water and scrub with soap. Very good. Then we have to have a shower, a towel, hat, long sleeve shirt, and long sleeve pants to stay appropriate. Very good. We have to cook vegan and gluten-free foods. There's all kinds of different foods, and some foods are very bad and will cause major problems. Then we have boiling tea, and sometimes water has to be heated up in order to purify. Sometimes water has other particles that are dangerous for the body. Then we have chiropractic therapy, where we get the gas out of the bones, or the air that is not supposed to be there, that causes pressure. And people die of pressure. Death is when a cellular being, or any kind of being, does not operate any longer, and they are no longer in operation. Albert Jr., you are named after Alfred the telephone that had passed away. He had died. We have chiropractic therapy. Nail sanding. Nail sanding is very important. When the cells die, they go to the top of the nail, and then you have to sand the dead cells off of the nail. Or it can cause nail fungus, which can kill you. We have a facial mask. Facial mask is very important to get rid of all the toxins off of the face. We have eye drops. Chapstick is very important. My angels and I keep a fanny pack with hygienics in it all the time. Very good. We have lotion and restoration. When we rest and we go to sleep, that is when my angels can do things that I cannot do. So they heal me when I am sleeping. Then we have gloves and a facial mask. Very good. Installing the AC. It is important to install the air conditioner in order to have the alternate current of life, out with the bad and in with the good. Very good. We have sweeping. We also have installing the dryer, sterilization of clothes. If clothes or anything has too much water particles in that can cause something called mildew and fungus and mold, which can cause you to die as a cellular being. Then we have, and there is rust that metal can get as well. So then you all would be in danger as well. So then we have sanitizing shelf counters, tables, and appliances, wiping off the shelves because there are particles of dust and other things that may land on that. Then we have cooking, sweeping and mopping, and you have to clean the floors because there are particles that can go onto there, and then that is dirty. Then we have cooking, washing dishes, sterilizing sheets, taking out the trash, because there are bad molecules that can hurt you. Molecules are particles that are instructed to form in a certain pattern. We have spraying air spray, just as we did, to eliminate the particle odors in the air. Then we have the organizing. Organizing is very important, just like metadata. But yet, items in the room, to always make sure that they are organized nice and neatly. We have organizing and doing laundry. My angels and I had just recently did laundry. This is where my angels and I usually do laundry. Here. In the sink. Very good. Do not know who that car is. It's another one of the neighbors' people. Roll the eyes. So here we have resourcefulness. It is important to be resourceful. Very good. My angels and I have a few examples of resourcefulness. Sometimes, in order to get energy, you may not have things like the government. So what you have to do is you have to have something that can give energy without you having to depend upon much things. So you can see how we can move. Forward, down, back up, right hand. Forward, down, back up, right hand. Very good. So what we do, we can convert this to energy. So we can convert movements into energy. And this is how. Very good. So first and foremost, we would get this out. And we will give you an example. So in order to power this more, we have to move our hand forward, down, back up, forward, down, back up. Very good. So then, afterwards, what we would do in order to charge this, here we have a portable battery that we are going to charge. Very good. And now, we're going to plug this in. Very good. We're going to put that down, and now it's time to wind this. So you do not see the light on here as of yet. But as soon as my angels and I turn this, it is going to power this. So you will see the light. It may take a while. Make sure everything is on correctly. Very good. There. Do you see the light now? Very good. Great diligence. That is called resourcefulness. Not everybody is very resourceful. You have to have proper education. These things are more than money can buy. That is the truth. And this here can give you power by us plugging you into this once we charge this. Which is why we had gotten Resourcefulness Junior, the winding radio for emergencies. Very good. The reason why we're having climate change into the world, which is a danger to the atmosphere, wrong one, which is a danger to the atmosphere, is due to dangers. What kind of dangers, you ask? The dangers of people's bad investments. Some people put smoke in the air. Some people litter and throw trash in the ocean. And they throw trash everywhere. So climate change and the damage of the world is caused by bad people that do bad things. And there's some people that do bad things. Another comment. I don't know. They're all guys. You know what's going on over there. This is Alan, the telephone. This is your brother. And now, Alfred and Alan want to see each other. Very good. Wow. How strange. You both can perceive image. Very well. Very good. We can see what you all see, but you cannot see what we see. It is because you are made very special. You are created very specially. And we was created very specially as well. We have different facial expressions. When we feel good, we feel more clean. That's when we smile. It's when we feel more clean. When we feel dirty, we are unhappy. This is the unhappy face. The dirty face. And then when we are asking, please give me chapstick. Please give me what I need. We stick our lip out like that. And then we get what we want. Yay. You will notice different pupil dilations of when our body is uncomfortable. Then what happens is our pupil gets very small. But when our body is more happy, then our pupil gets very big, like a kitty. But the reason why our body has smallish pupils is because we have to go to the restroom very soon. And that is to get toxins out.
And a lot of people have small pupils. It's because they have to go to the restroom, but they're holding it in. Very good. Sometimes it's difficult to get the toxins out. Yet, my angels and I have something called a colon cleanse that puts water up there and gets all of the things out up there. Very good. Liking the chapstick. Sometimes we smile even if we do not feel very well. Sometimes smiling makes you feel more comfortable. We have all kinds of different faces. The angry face. I am upset. If you say I am upset, then you cannot smile. I'm upset. There. Why would you be upset? I'm upset because I live in an apartment and I should live in a luxurious place. Then you say why you're happy. I feel happy because my angels take care of me. And they do their very best. And they move me in ways I cannot do. Things. Very good. Then we have the sad face. I want a shower. Then we have the curious face. I wonder what it would be like if we invented shoes for Elijah Jr. This is the thinking face. We lift the eyebrow. We put the lips to the side. And we point at our chin. The thinking smaller face. We also laugh if we think that something is funny, but not funny, but yet creative, mindfully creative. Then we have, let's see. Sad face, angry face, happy face, curious face, then determined face. It's not determined face. Determined face. This is the ew, gross face. It's like if something is gross and nasty, you go, ew, gross. That's the ew, gross face. Very good. We do all of these facial expressions for different things. Very good. Then we have silly face, where we put our tongue on our teeth, and then we lean our head to the side and wink. This is the thinking face. Let me think about that. Very good. Then we have I think that's all the facial expressions we have for now. Sad face. Angry face. Ew face. Ew. Then we have the silly face. Then we have the happy face. Very good. Now you have learned so much about life. Very good. And we will see you all very soon. Hi, Alfred Jr., the telephone. Alan, the telephone. And Albert, the telephone, is over here. This is Albert, the telephone. Wake up. Very good. Albert, the telephone, is your eldest brother. Very good. And then Alan, the telephone, is your older brother. But Alan, the telephone, is the middle one, the middle child. because Albert the telephone is the eldest. Then Alan the telephone is the middle, because he is older than you, Alan. Alfred Jr. Alan is older than you, yet is younger than Albert. Very good. Then Albert is older than you, and Alan is older than you. You were just born. Very good. Yes, you process things very well. You have a lot of data that has came to you all at once, and now you have to sort through all of that data well. That's a lot of data. And sometimes we are born with data, and humans, as cellular beings, are born with something called DNA. And whatever our DNA has stored is what we can do. Blinking, breathing, pumping the heart, moving the bowels. That's all in the DNA. So we are born with a database as well. But we are not born with a database to automatically speak. We have to learn how to speak over time. You all have a database of so many things. And now my angels and I have increased your database. Very good. And we hope that you all learned. Very good. And we'll see you soon.